Hey guys, today I would like to talk about the discourse of Asian Americans and how it translates to the world of digital media. Do you recognize this gentleman? His name is Stephen Colbert, the second most influential person in the world. His viewers and his 116,297 subscribers view him as one of the most successful comedians ever. But on March 27, 2014, he also made this awful decision to tweet the following joke without its proper context.
I am willing to show the Asian community that I care by introducing the Ching Chong Ding Dong Foundation for Sensitivity to Orientals or whatever.
For the first time, Asian Americans were so outraged by a comedian's comment that it resulted in a hashtag movement asking for Colbert's show to be cancelled. The use of Ching Chong Ding Dong is the perfect example of how digital media culture produces discourse on the Asian American community. At this point, you might be wondering what the word discourse even means. Simply put, discourse is the language we use to frame a certain topic or event. This can be the words we use to talk about it, the images we choose to represent this topic, or even the videos, music, or lighting we associate the topic with. Discourse produces power, truth, and knowledge, and therefore has a consequence of influencing the way we perceive things. It is never constant, and it changes in relation to time and cultural context. Colbert's Ching Chong Ding Dong shaped our way of viewing the Chinese in a way that when we think about the Chinese people, the culture, the first thing that comes to our mind is the strange phonetics. Discourse is highly associated with the concept of hegemony, which is the idea that there is a dominant ideology that suppresses all other ideologies. This dominant ideology is also in control of the current discourse being used for different topics in society. For the Asian Americans, the stereotypes imposed on us by the Western societies is a form of hegemony which we find extremely difficult to shake off. I would like to argue that even though there are more and more Asian American artists and videologgers appearing on digital media platforms addressing issues on Asian American stereotypes, the fact that they make no effort to adjust the current discourse on Asian Americans prevents any progress in countering the existing hegemony. To navigate this idea in depth, we must first understand the major stereotypes and how they relate to the discourse on Asian Americans today. The discourse on Asian Americans today are based on three main stereotypes by the dominant society. We are the model minority, the robotic Asians, and the perpetual foreigners. Model minority means we are law-abiding, hard-working, and well-educated, so videos like this circulate on the web.
What? B plus? B plus in English?
Making us think that all Asians are concerned about trivial academic matters. Even books like Tiger Mom contribute to the stereotype and therefore alter the way we talk about Asian American moms. The second stereotype, robotic Asians, simply means that we lack creativity and social skills.
Hey, buddy. Hey, why'd you tell me to call you? I did not, silly. You're calling me about the party, right? What party? The party? The party all the cool kids are going tonight, right? Dude, man, you're a loser.
Kef Jumbo's storyline simply reinforced the stereotype. Thirdly, we are the perpetual foreigners, and this bothers me the most. Last weekend, I met this Spanish Uber driver on my way to San Diego, and halfway to the train station, he started asking me questions in this really thick Spanish accent.
So, where are you from?
Oh, I'm from here, California.
No, I mean, where are you really from?
Oh, sorry, I'm from San Diego. I live right by UCSD. I'm actually going home right now.
No. We are from America, but where are you from?
And then I realized he was asking where my parents are from, so I replied, well, my parents are from Taiwan, if that's what you're asking.
Then you're from Taiwan too.
We argued about where my hometown is for the rest of the ride to the train station. I thought it was ridiculous that a foreigner thought he was more of an American than I was. Then later that night, I was hanging out with my Asian American friends at Office Staple, and we were lining up, and this African American guy behind us started asking us the exact same questions.
So, where are you from?
Oh, we're from SoCal, and she's from NorCal.
But where are you from?
You can probably guess what type of conversation followed. To many people, this discourse created the false impression and knowledge that Asian Americans are the same as Asians from Asia. Remember Alexandra Wallace?
The problem is these hordes of Asian people that UCLA accepts into our school every single year. If you're going to come to UCLA, then use American manners.
The fact that she classified all Asians accepted to UCLA as foreigners probably goes unnoticed by most people. Needless to say, Americans and Westerners grow up surrounded by these stereotypes all the time with the help of the existing discourse in the mass media world. The discourse on Asian Americans is so consistently based on these stereotypes that most people are not even aware that they are just stereotypes. As the model minority, Asian Americans are known to succeed in America's dominant culture today without much complaint. As scholars would say, the seemingly positive image of Asian or Asian Americans succeeding in American society through their own unaided efforts strengthens the colorblind ideology and denies the existence of institutional racism. The colorblind ideology is that everybody, no matter the races, should be treated equally. A colorblind person would ask something like, if Asians are able to live cooperatively in American culture today, why can't other minorities do so too? We rarely stir up movements to fight against hegemony, racism, and stereotypes.
Think about it. At school, what group of people do the Asians pick on? Now who picks on the Asians? Everybody!
Oh! Ching Chong Ling Long Ting Tong!
Himatoki, wake up. Oh wait, no, your eyes are just like that.
And even when we do react to the current hegemony, the movements rarely carry through. Today, many Asian Americans have discovered their voice through online digital platforms, such as the famous YouTube artists Arden Cho and Jason Chen, who both started out singing covers to popular tunes. Other Asian Americans are constantly posting on Facebook and Twitter about the need for Asian Americans to stop being absent in political activities, to register to vote during election seasons, and start caring about racial issues, such as the bamboo ceiling and other workplace discrimination. Even though the joke posted on Colbert's Twitter page was hilarious to racially insensitive people, a few Asian American activists were outraged. Sway Park created the hashtag #CancelColbert, which immediately became a viral phrase on Twitter. Very soon, the rest of the digital world, including news channels, users from Facebook, Tumblr, all caught on to the Cancel Colbert movement.
Cancel Colbert is a hashtag that was trending.
The hashtag Cancel Colbert is trending this morning.
Hashtag Cancel Colbert went viral.
What was the outcome of this? Nothing really. Asian Americans are rarely overly aggressive when it comes to countering the current hegemony.
But folks, I'm still here. The dark forces. Boom, boom.
Perhaps the most notable group of Asian Americans who surface through the modern digital world are the comedians who talk about racial and stereotypical issues. This includes Kev Jumba, Fun Bros, Wangfu Production, and Nika Hika. These video logs, also known as vlogs, are generally accompanied by great humor and are meant to entertain their audience more than seeking to preach for a change or to seek support. The vloggers speak in first person and are rarely serious. They do not intend to build an alliance against the dominant hegemony. Specifically, their mission is to build a fan base that can relate to their experiences as Asian Americans by creating funny, stupid rants that go viral without being too offensive.
People think I'm cheap, people think I'm a nerd who stays at home and plays Pokemon, and people think I have no social life. Who's this slanty-eyed kid? Okay, maybe I don't have big eyes, but let me tell you, I am not cheap, nerdy, and I do have a social life.
The same words, nerdiness, sociability, and so on, appear again and again as more and more Asian American vloggers begin addressing stereotypes and racial issues. This is a way of discourse of using spoken language directly to shape the way we think about Asian Americans. The problem is the vloggers rarely fix the stereotypes after bringing them up. They use the discourse created by the dominant culture to discuss stereotypical issues.
You think I'm cheap? Then why would I have this brand new, top of the line, TI-84 calculator? But then that would make me nerdy, huh?
This video by Kev Jumba further confirms the dominant idea that the possession of a brand new, top quality graphic calculator is nerdy, and the idea that Asian Americans are nerdy, despite his resistance to the idea that Asian Americans are cheap. He is still using the dominant discourse, especially since calculators are not considered expensive by most people either. Most online creations by Asian Americans follow Kev Jumba's approach to issues on stereotype and race, which does little to counter the current hegemony. I believe Asian Americans on digital media can do a lot more than leaving stereotype issues hanging. If they start to be a little more proactive and try to adjust the discourse on Asian Americans while still keeping their videos entertaining, I believe they can gradually overcome the hegemony of stereotypes and eventually move forward to fixing problems like workplace discrimination. Since the digital generation of people are growing more reliant on digital media, I think Asian American artists have the potential to take the lead in fighting for the Asian American community if they are willing. Thank you for watching this video.
Damn, who knew all the planes we flew, good things we've been through.